going to do a brief update. Sort of, we'll do it as a Q&A, me and Daniel interview style. Then we'll have more details on the 17th of October when we have our Zoom meeting together. Okay, so Daniel, can you tell me what's been happening in the villages recently, like since the last time we met in April, maybe the top 3 things that have been going on?
Okay, hi everyone, my name is Daniel, and thanks for having us. The top 3 things that we've been doing, one of them is the drilling of boreholes. So remember last year we had 1 borehole that wasn't finished.
Yep.
And then this year we did 3. So in total we've done 4 boreholes since April, and they've been successful. And the second thing is, with the coming in of COVID-19 pandemic, we've conducted some COVID-19 awareness in the village of Romero, or the catchment of Romero, and also we've done it around the places that surround Romero.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and the other thing is we've also done capacity building trainings. So we've trained people on how to operate and maintain the boreholes. We've also trained people on how they can grow some vegetables for income.
So why is it important to teach someone how to use the borehole? I have one thought in my own head, and I'll mention at the end, but what are your reasons that are important for that?
The reasons we train them on what we call operation and maintenance is to make sure that the water sources are sustainable.
Okay.
Because if you don't train them on how they can operate the borehole, they'll end up abusing it. It breaks down so easily. So you train them on operation and also on maintenance.
Yeah.
So a borehole parts has different characteristics, and in terms of quality and the makeup itself. So there's some parts that are fast wearing.
Okay.
And since they're fast wearing, they need replacement all the time, or not all the time, but frequently. So you cannot rely on someone who comes from government or from the NGO to maintain the borehole. So we train the communities on how they can maintain themselves, how they can replace the fast wearing parts themselves.
Cool. Yeah, so the part that I was going to add to that is I remember when we first started in Romero, we were doing like water filters and stuff, and there were maybe, I forget, 14 or so boreholes, but only 9 were functioning. And organizations go in and they drop a borehole, or they put one in, and then they don't follow up on it, and they don't help maintain it, and those sorts of things. So I've been encouraged by watching you guys doing that sort of thing. Okay, we'll talk more about those sorts of things when we get together on the 17th. There's some good stories about the boreholes and stuff. And sorry about the jostly video, but we're on Malawi roads and we're driving faster. So another thing we wanted to talk about was there was a fabulous occasion that happened in June. Do you know what it was?
Exactly. Someone turned 50 years.
No! Was it you?
No, do I look 50?
Do I look 50?
No, I think you look 45, but...
Well, it was me, you're right, okay. So, just an update on that. It was in May that I decided to do a 5K challenge for my birthday, and I decided to walk 5K a day for 50 days, and leading up to my 50th birthday, and try and raise funds for boreholes, COVID projects, just to raise funds in general. And the really cool part for me was that as a result, some things happened at the Malawi side of the planet. What happened?
Yeah, so after we saw your post on the 5K challenge, and that you'll be doing 5Ks every day for 50 days, we decided to join you and help you celebrate your 50th birthday. And so me and the team at Road Development Partners, we agreed to do 10 days for 5Ks for 10 days.
Yep.
Which added up to 50. So we thought that would be good for your 50th birthday. And when we were planning, Kezi, our project officer, has friends. He mentioned this idea to them in their football club. So when he mentioned the idea to them, they thought they thought it wise to also join the 5K challenge as part of helping to fundraise and also at the same time killing two birds with one stone. At the same time, being a football team, that will be part of their training and exercise.
That's awesome.
So in total, we had 30 people, including us, and we did 5Ks for 5 days.
No, 10 days.
No, so 5Ks for 10 days.
Yeah.
And we're happy to see the support from people. And I think one of the things I did was every day I posted some information on water, sanitation and hygiene in Malawi.
Yeah.
I gave some statistics, and I gave just situation analysis of Romero. So I think I found it interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, thanks.
And then after that, at the end, there were a group of girls that were like, hey, what about us?
Yeah, so so the 15 girls also joined after that. When they heard that the boys had done this, they thought, oh, you're doing a birthday for a girl and you're not involving any girl. So actually on our side, we were quite ashamed because we didn't think about girls, knowing that also there's some girls that are athletic in Ikondeni. So they joined and did also 10 days of 5Ks.
So I had to add on an extra few days to keep up with them. So I ended up doing more than 50 days. Yeah.
Maybe you're more than 50 years.
I am not. So do you know how much we made? Did I told you, but do you remember?
Yeah, I think you said something over 30,000 Canadian.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
it was awesome. So we were able to put in the boreholes. We used some money towards the COVID campaigns.
Yeah.
So that's actually the next thing we'll just touch on. And also, we'll just touch on that this time. How has COVID impacted the villages of Luhomero? Are we planning education projects about COVID? You could just give a little, just a brief kind of thing, so that then we can include more information during the Zoom call.
Okay. I think in brief, what I can say is, when the pandemic just started, like everywhere on the planet, people were anxious, were nervous. The same applied with the people of Romero. There was uncertainty on what's going to happen. Schools were closed, and at some point government announced closure of markets. It restricted people going to church. It restricted gatherings. So one of the things we did as an organization is some of the things we do are meetings or trainings that involve more than 50, 100 people, and so we cancelled those.
Okay.
And so it affected them in the sense that some of the activities that they were supposed to do, like the hygiene campaigns, we didn't do them because of the ban on the number of gatherings. And for them, one of the things that affected them was kids.
Yes.
The schools were closed and the kids were home.
Yeah.
So that meant just a lot of things happening. Of course, we don't have the statistics coming out of Romero in particular, but across the country there's been a rise in unwanted pregnancies, especially for the girls.
Yeah.
So it's been sad that schools were closed and just a lot of unwanted pregnancies. And at some point, people were afraid to travel. They were afraid to do business. So automatically their income was affected. Yeah. Because almost all of them rely on some small scale businesses. Yeah. So with travel bans, closure of some markets, restrictions on traveling in terms of capacity of people, prices of transportation went high. Okay. So it affected them economically, I think. So I think that's a major impact that the COVID-19 has had. Yeah.
So we'll talk a little bit more about what we've been doing together, Love a Village and RDP in Malawi for COVID response. And we'll do that on the 17th of October at it's 11 a.m. Toronto time on a Zoom call. And you can find the link attached to this video. So I think we're gonna close now. We're in a car. It's 30 degrees outside and our windows are closed so you can hear us. So I'm sweating. Are you sweating yet? You're Malawian. I'm sweating like a pregnant fish. So we'll end now, but thanks Daniel. Looking forward to on the 17th we're also going to have the entire RDP team together so that we can introduce you to everyone. There's 5 on the team right now, And we want to introduce you, let them introduce themselves to you, tell you a little bit about what they do for RDP in Love a Village, and just so that you can get to know them and maybe something that's their, something that stands out to them about these projects. Anyway, thanks, Daniel.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Oh, and Dan was supposed to be there this time, right now, this year, but we hope to have him next year, and he'll be able to, we'll have some gatherings together with Dan again next year. All right, take care, everybody. See you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.